Now let's see how all the format specifiers are going to work here. If you write %d, now it will print the variable as a decimal number, right? It will take the bits in the variable, present in the variable, and it will interpret as if it is a decimal number, and it is going to print it in the output screen. Now if you have %6d, now it is also going to do the same thing, but then it will try to see that in the output we are going to have the display in at least 6 characters. The meaning is, let us say a variable is containing a value 10, and now if 10 has to be displayed onto the screen. Now if you write like this %60, then it is going to use 6 spaces, and in the 6 spaces only here it is going to print 110. That is the meaning of it, right? So it is going to use up at least 6 spaces. Okay, that is how you are going to see the output. It is better, instead of looking it as a theory, I think you could just do it as an experimentation. What you can do is execute that code which I have given you now, and in the code, just in place of d, you just substitute with 6d, and you can see for yourself what is really happening there, right? You are going to see 4 blank spaces followed by 2 of this, if in case the number is this one. Now if 300 has to be printed, then 300 will be printed like this, right? And you are going to see three blank spaces before it, right? Now if the given number is more than this 6, then it is going to cross here, right? Let us say 70123 something number is this, but then you have given only 60, then it is going to take up more than 6. So if you observe it, at least 6 will be used, and if required, even more characters will be used, right? And similarly, %f says that whatever are the bits present in this variable, you interpret it as a floating point number and print the output as a floating point number. That is the meaning of it. And the same thing is for %6f as well, which means you display the floating point number in 6 characters, in at least 6 characters. If the result that has to be displayed is less than 6 characters, then you leave the spaces in the leading beginning of the number. That is the meaning of it. And %0.2f, it means that after the in a floating point number, after this floating point, you are supposed to have at least two characters, right? In case if you don't have any characters here, it is going to just put 2 zeros. That is the meaning of it, and you can experiment it. Okay, and %6.2 means before this floating point you are going to have 6 places, and after the floating point you are going to have 2 places at least. And %c means you interpret the given bits as a ASCII character, and depending on what that character is, you print that particular character. That is the meaning of it. Now these are only some of the examples. There is a very big list. I'll give you the list later. Okay, fine.